Hi, welcome to episode 3 of my Star Wars collection. This one we're going to be focusing on VCD, which is a format of movie put onto a CD, which was started off just before DVD came out in early 90s, late 80s. It had a contender with VHS. It was the first digital version of a movie, and it's the first time Star Wars appeared on a digital medium. Now the quality wasn't good. It's like half the resolution of DVD. It's like VHS quality, but on a big TV, it's even worse than VHS because it's blocky. Because of the small, low resolution, there's a lot of blockiness going on. But for Star Wars, it actually is quite a big deal because it's the time where it came out alongside the VHS release. So it didn't. It's not like it came out with the DVDs, and you'll find that on the DVD release of many of the Star Wars films, they were altered from their theatrical version. I'm looking at this from purely a UK release, okay? But the releases that we're going to be talking about come from all over the world. In fact, the final VCD will be one that I haven't got, but is in effect in the world. So first off, we're going to start with the first film, which is Star Wars Episode 1, Phantom Menace. I'll say Attack of the Clones then. Phantom Menace. And this came as a VCD, which was pretty cool. This is what the case was like. A long box with a nice artwork. It was a Malaysian, I believe, release, or like most VCDs are. VCD wasn't really that popular in England. Once DVD came out, it took it over and it was gone. But in hotter countries where VHS is actually would probably melt, and so they never made that step onto other platforms like DVD because it was a lot more expensive to manufacture. VCDs have become quite popular, and they still make the VCDs. Even today, you can get recent releases from Hong Kong or Asia with subtitles, but they still make VCDs. Now, a VCD will always, as a CD, can only hold so much data. So it's going to be split over multiple CDs, and in this case, it's split over 2 CDs. So when you pop open the cover, the box of this, you take these discs out, you get this lovely shot there. I hope you can get the full beauty of this, of the planet of Naboo. Again, as I say, this came out in 2001. This was actually just before the DVD came out. So the version on here is the theatrical cut of the film with the VHS. It doesn't have the changes that were made specifically for the DVD. So 2 discs, as you can see. Disc 1, nice shot of Obi-Wan Kenobi there. And then inside you've got a shot of Qui-Gon Jinn with Darth Maul. The inside bit is just pure blank on all VCDs, so I won't go into that. And then you've got the first disc there, which is quite nice. And the back, it's got a back cover there. And then the second disc, it's only going to have to be able to hold roughly, I think it's about 45 minutes or 70 minutes or something like that of footage on one disc. And when it ends, it'll break off, and then you can pop in this one with a nice shot there. Although it does look like it's been CG rendered of Darth Maul. And then you've got the second disc there, which is the same artwork. And then a nice colourful shot there of one of the fighters. And then, of course, from the pod race scene, the extra crowd scene there. A very nice set, and to be honest, these are best watched on the computer and not full sizing the screen. When you do that, it is actually quite a nice picture. Now sadly, it's pan and scan, it's not widescreen. You don't get widescreen on VCDs, but what you do get is a full frame version of the film, which is a nice sort of alternate to watching it on DVD or Blu-ray or Laserdisc or VHS in widescreen. It's just a nice little collectible, really, to have. Now, I don't know if Attack of the Clones had a similar box release like that, The release that Attack of the Clones got came in what looked like just the same as the CD set. I mean, you would mistake this for being some sort of CD release, but it's actually the special edition. Now, this came out the same time as the DVD, so it doesn't have the theatrical cut on there. It has the same differences that the DVD had to that theatrical cut, but again, 2-disc set. Although, actually, sorry, tell a lie, this one's actually a 3-disc set. So, there's your first cover, there's your first disc there, with a nice cover there from the film. And then you pop this open, and you've got a nice Coruscant shot there, and you've got Boba Fett on the disc. Again, full frame again, but you get to see more of the action. You get a closer detail, effectively, of the action. There's the first disc, or the second disc, sorry, in this one, and then on the other side is, which I've turned round, there's the second disc there of Padme and Anakin. And then you get your back artwork for the cover, which is pretty cool. So that's episode 2. Now, I do have another VCD version, which is not official. It is I wouldn't say a bootleg, because it doesn't come from the cinema. It's not a pirate copy. It's the theatrical cut of Attack of the Clones, which there is some differences, but this is a telecine copy, so it's not pirated from the cinema, and I've just made my own covers for it, so it's not official in any way. But I just wanted to show you, it's again across 3 discs, but this does carry the theatrical cut, so it is available out there if you know where to look, but I'm not suggesting you go out there and go on any illegal sites to obtain it. I got this actually through a friend, as they always are, and Revenge of the Sith is on the horizon. That's again a 3-disc set, and that covers the first 3 films, and we're going to be covering now the last 3 films. Now, these actually came out in a set. Now, I've put my set in this, which was the original 2004 CD set, which we covered in last episode, but because it's pretty dinged up and it's pretty, I've used this now for the VCDs, because my VCDs, when I got them, came all separately. They didn't come in this box. You can get a box set version, which has the same cover art as a VHS release we're going to look at in our next set of videos. And it came in like the long box version of the Phantom Menace. But again, I haven't got that, and I'm not going to go out and buy another one just to get that set. So I put it in that because all 3 films fill out. Now this came out in 2000, and it's the first time that the Star Wars trilogy was available on a digital format. Everybody thinks it's the DVD, but it wasn't. It was the VCD. But again, it was full frame. It's based on the special edition 1997 version. Now, I'm just going to quickly run through with you. Here is the Star Wars 1, A New Hope, and it's got C-3PO on the cover there, and there's another disc here that's C-3PO'd, and it's got some nice little information here as a production track list. And then on the back there, released by Video Van. And then you've got The Empire Strikes Back with the back V format, and down the side here, I don't know if you can see this, but it says Original VCD Premiere on the inside, which looks pretty cool, I think. It's got Darth Vader on the disc, and it's the same for disc 2. It's got nothing there, as you can see, but it's got some notes here about the film, and a nice picture there. And the spine, obviously, black there, and it's white there. And finally, the last VCD for the Star Wars collection is Return of the Jedi, which there's the front, there's the back, and on the artwork it's got Yoda, which kind of follows the Faces edition of the Laserdisc, or the VHS set from America, which again we'll look at in a different episode. and it's got